enticed you and you came for me.
It's all love.
You came for me. I still don't understand that.
I'm not gonna
I still don't understand that.
I'm
not
hungry.
fighting, but I have a question.
I'm going to bed.
It's a question. You can go to bed, honey.
No, baby.
You can go to bed.
Guys, you're provoking me.
But I'm provoking you.
You are. You're starting a fight.
Provoking.
Starting a fight.
If you want me to get a strike, let me tell you, I'm not scared of a strike, baby girl.
Guys, she's fighting with me. I'm fighting with her. Hey, Liema.
How am I starting a fight?
Think responsibly.
I think that good chase. When you are done with the game, I said, you know, not pick up my hand. No, she's referencing. I picked up my hand. Yes, nobody played the game. I said, I picked up my hand. No, I said, when you're done with the game. She's doing this to you to listen. No, listen. No, sorry, no. I said to you.
After the pool party, oh my god, Mshefane really wants Didi. So he was speaking to Mashel, and Mashel said, tell her, let her know how you feel. So apparently, Q and Didi kissed. Mashel is like, Buhle spoke to Q. She doesn't want you. Why are you kissing her? Buhle and Thandeka too, we see them upstairs kissing each other. Yes, they were fighting. So I guess they're okay now. And they apologized to each other. And Thandeka expressed herself to him. She said she's not a morning person and she knows he is not also a morning person. Why didn't he change her batteries? She hasn't been in a relationship for such a long time. And she doesn't really like early stages of relationships. So King Wanda says, Karma to Liema, you know he's a bit tipsy and drunk. That Liema did not put a like for him. So he's really hot and he's in his drunk state. He spilled it to her. Buhle said nobody put a like for her, that they all hate her. So they were all eating at this moment. And Liema tells Buhle, she challenged Buhle. Liema was drunk, that I don't understand you. Is it because I advised you and you think I want your man? And she goes to Tumi, I don't want you. I don't want you. And they kept having this back and forth. And she clarified to Buhle, I don't like your man. And she said, Buhle, I actually like you for 4 kids. 4 kids. And Buhle said, Liema, drink responsibly. This girl is trying to provoke me, guys. And Liema said, oh, you think I'm afraid of strike? I'm not afraid of strike. Oh. Liema spilled that, is it this Tumi that has been flirting with different girls? You did not address the other girls. It's me you have problem with. Neliswa now tries to like stop Liema from talking. She even puts her hand in Liema's mouth so she doesn't talk. But Liema, it's like she had it up that today is today. I am going to tell this girl my mind. I do not want her man. Liema said, I know you and Tumi. You guys talk about me. Stop talking about me. Talk about something else. And Didi was like, why will the Liema address it now? So Neliswa was telling llano Liema is drunk because Liema was sitting near llano and Dene, and she was asking llano if she has game ideas, and she was like, Didi, that your game? Okay, let's play it. Let's play game, guys. Trixie tries to explain the game. Housemates are already gathered in the main lounge. Bravo is really sleeping in the middle of the game. Romona was seen sleeping on her bed with something that she used to tie her face. I guess it's because of the light. Some people cannot sleep with lights on. So in the middle of the game, Thandeka stands up. We all know she's dramatic, but she went so far this time around. And she said, I know where you buy from, more like prostitutes. Don't buy cheap, buy high end. Some men dick don't go up. And Millet felt embarrassed and he said, "Oh my God, it's Q." That means maybe he was referring to Q, but at the same time, Tumi kind of responded. So it was like she was talking to me too. But the cameras were focused on her. So we could not even know, pinpoint the exact person she was referring to. And people were saying, Thandeka, this is not the game. And she shouts, "Can I speak? I am speaking. Let me speak." Trixie said, "You cannot call somebody out in this way." People started leaving the game because they felt somehow. And she insisted I will finish, from standing up to addressing whoever she was addressing to kind of squatting and passing her message. Don't buy cheap, buy high end. Prostitutes. She said, "Stop buying cheap." That's what she kept saying. Neliswa said, "Cheap doesn't mean it's bad." Malay said, "No one cares. You are embarrassing yourself, Thandeka." And she finally sits down. Her and Malay were talking. Didi was trying to explain a game. She was looking at them. And Kokii said, "Majority of us were still with you, were listening." And all I could get from what they were saying, because there was some kind of background noise, Millie saying, "Then fuck that shit." She said, "Enjoy and get offended." And he was like, "You are embarrassing your fucking self. Get the fuck out of here." And she leaves to the room. Malay tells housemate that it's fine. The problem has gone. So Thandeka goes to the room and she spots Mshefane. In fact, we see them together as the camera goes towards their direction. And she said, "Imagine a scenario." And she asked Mshefane what he thinks. He said that is hypocritical, but he said we think differently. The way I think, another person will not think like that. And he said, "I don't know your dynamics with Mali. I can't really say anything about you guys." She said she's fucking pissed. He told me, "Fuck off." Me? Fuck off? Mates play a game and they asked some questions. In fact, it's a whisper. Somebody will whisper in your ears and ask questions. So all the questions I'm going to say they asked is somebody that asked them that question. So let's go. They said, "Who is the cutest guy in the house?" And Mashel said, "It's TheDon." If you had to go out with someone outside TheDon, who will you go for? And Neliswa said, "Malay." So this one, out of all the girls in the house, who will you bring home to your mom? Not necessarily as a girlfriend. You can also get, you can also bring your friend home, right? And Ashe said the name. And there's a question, who is the overconfident guy? And Liema answered Dubai. She thought it was confident, not overconfident, though. So this question, who will you date in the house, or who do you like in the house? And Didi said Q. So who do you think is the most genuine and will keep their relationship even outside? And Dene said Kokii. She's going to keep her relationship with Dubai. In a relation, in all the ships in this house, which girl do you wish is single? King Wanda said Buhle, and Buhle was like, "Oh." So Kokii keeps saying, "I hate this game." You see, Kokii has this kind of weird and funny energy. basically the only person she regards as friend is Dube. She doesn't really care much. It's so funny. Which girl do you think Thandeka finds the fakest? And Mali said Dene. I know this is going to make Dene feel somehow. Maybe. Besides Buhle, who is the girl you date? To me said Dene. Okay. In the house, who is the girl you fuck with genuinely? And Q said Didi. Is there anybody this Q will mention that is not Didi? Liema said, I'm loving this game. So, this question, who do you think will be in top five? And Trixie say, Ashe. Who do you find most attractive? Dene said to me, attractive, really? Oh, who will you add to the nomination list? Hmm. The Don was to answer this question, but before he answered, he was like, but it's not a big deal. And he said Trixie. And Trixie said, no, why me? And Didi. And Didi was like, oh, so you've been nominating me. So his reason is that she has never been on the list. And Trixie is like, fuck off. Like, what? So I think this is the last question. In this setting, who will you replace with one of the evicted housemates? And Neliswa was like, this is a very post fucked question for Q to ask her the stupid question. Is him should use and replace somebody. Kokii and Dube had already left the game. They were spotted in the closet area. Kokii now thanks him for pulling her away from the game. That game was boring. She didn't enjoy it. She was just pretending. What does this girl ever like? So Dube says Malay is still downstairs playing that game. That if Kokii was not there, nothing will make him to be playing a game. But people are different at the end of the day. Because in the morning, that's when you'll be hearing reports. This is what happened. This is what went down. So Thandeka and Mali are talking and sharing a bed after the whole game. Everybody has departed. And she's not wearing a mic. They keep arguing. Big brother had to tell her, Thandeka, check that you're wearing your microphone correctly. Now, this girl, Biggie, almost every day, microphone infringement warning. And some housemates too will tell her that, Thandeka, wear your mic, wear your mic. But she's nonchalant. She doesn't care. While they were arguing, Malay said, Thandeka, you shouted at me. And she goes around asking people in the room, hey, did I shout at Mali? Did I shout at Mali? Even Mshefane that was sleeping, hey, did I shout at Mali? And some people were even confused. She asked Neliswa. Neliswa was confused. The girl was drunk. And Mali was like, she was not even there. Thandeka insists that how people respect Mali. If she shouted at him, people would have come for harm. Now, those two sleep on separate beds, and Malay tells her, try and control your alcohol. Thandeka said, you are crazy, and she stands up from the bed and she tells people in the room, she cried. He's making a fucking story. She tries to explain herself. Now, you see, this is hypocrisy because I thought you said you don't like strangulation. You don't like people in your business. So before somebody says something, they should think about it critically. Like almost all the housemates, Thandeka asked, "Did I shout?" To the extent that she had to go to the downstairs room at some point to ask this question: "Did I shout at Mali?" So Mali tells her that, "Thandeka, you are embarrassing yourself." Offentse and Lawerdo's picture is in the main lounge, and this is really affecting Didi. Didi was crying so seriously, like something bad happened. Or I thought, did this girl go to the diary room? Did they tell her something? Only for her to be crying because of Lawerdo. She felt a connection with him and she felt bad that she actually kissed Q. So Neliswa saw Q and Mashel with Didi trying to talk to her. Neliswa told her that they should give her a few minutes. Please, she wants to talk to Didi. And she tries to comfort Didi. She said, as a big sister, Mashel had excused them. There's a way girls to girls talk. And Q was standing there like a bodyguard. And Mashel had to say, Q, give them space. So that was how Q gave them space. And she told Neliswa, seeing the pictures hit her. She's been controlling her emotions. Even when she went to the diary room and they asked question, she tried to control her emotions. And Neliswa said, "You have a life after him." Neliswa reminded her that you came alone here. Yes, it's emotional. I kind of noticed how you people were close. And Liema, Trixie, and TheDon are in the kitchen area with Malay trying to calm him down, trying to like talk to him too. And Malay was like, he really loves this girl, but he's not going to tolerate some things. That this girl wants to take him back to his old ways. Narrates that it was a build up from their previous fights that entered the next day, but they made up, and Hisha explained without telling them too much detail about what and what caused their fight. And Trixie was like, he should please calm down. He should please. Tumi tells Buhle B in the HOH that if it was him that was Millie, he won't just let her go. He will follow her. He won't play that game. Thandeka comes downstairs, like I said, to the room and was shouting, and she was asking them that she shouts, he's trying to push a false narrative. Didi leaves the room to the closet area and she's with Mashel, and she gives Mashel part of the tea that went down in the ladies' meeting. And to think they were saying is Buhle B that will spill. They were like, and she tells this Mashel that he has to be careful. Here you can't trust anybody. And some of these women say he's the kind of person that you carry something to, like he spills information, he gossips. That even Neliswa, that is his friend, Neliswa is playing a game. Neliswa, while she was crying, that she actually pretended that tears. She got to know Neliswa's strategy. Neliswa wants everybody to like her. If he's observing, Neliswa doesn't take anybody's side, but she's liked by everybody. Here, people are playing a game, and he should trust no one. He has to be smart and be careful. I think Q came close to the closet and they kept quiet. When he left, Didi was like, even this one Q, he's playing a game. He's playing a game. And she said seeing Lawerdo's picture made her realize how much she misses him. So, guys, thank you so much. This is the end of the video. See you on my very next. Bye, and thank you for listening and watching.